Yeah, it's a dress of tears. We were really inspired by the sense of sorrow and sadness that was in the room. It's got a sort of a very mixed and slightly dark, but also incredibly serene and beautiful story that's linked to the bed and to the queen that used to live here. And it was really important for us that we capture the essence of that.
I'm Maki Aminaka.
I'm Aminaka Wilmont, and we're Aminaka Wilmont. In that time they used to have tear catchers, which was an instrument where you'd capture your tears in a small tube of glass and cork it with a hole in the cork, and once the tear had evaporated, your grief was supposed to be gone. As far as we were told and what we read up on, the princess had, or the queen had 14 miscarriages in this room. I don't know if they were all in this bed, but it just seems like such an incredibly moving story, both about persistence and perseverance, but also of hope and sadness.
The name Sue actually came from the mannequin. She actually had her name embossed in the back of her neck. The main thing was to create a body that was as light as possible. So the process was to do a papier-mâché on top of Sue to make it hollow. And after cutting it out, we had to, I think it was about 5 layers that we had to put on, and then varnish and paint her. And then on top of that, create the actual body and the dress on top of her.
She sort of took on a life of her own and started becoming a person as she got more and more corporal. And it was quite tough actually cutting her out of the shell away from Sue, because it was sort of like operating on a real person. It got quite morbid. The suspension was quite important for us because we wanted her to have a floaty feel that would bring that sense of serenity. So we had to, with the conservators here, create a sling, which actually turned out really, really well, because we did, which is another part of the installation, the printed fabric, which is digitally printed. And it is basically made from images of rain falling down windows, smoke, and then if you look very, very closely, there are sort of really, really vague and indistinct pictures of children in the womb. We crafted the bodysuit to reinforce the idea of it being a shell and that there was a person here, but at the same time distant or incorporeal. We found these pearls that we've adorned the body with that reflect the light in a way, so they twinkle like tears falling down the cheek. Yes, she's definitely a princess. She's been treated like a princess all the way as well, so yeah.